Hello followers and welcome back to my Minecraft tutorial. This is episode 48 and in today's episode we're going to craft up some ender chests and we're going to show some uses of the ender chest. So without further ado, let's begin. And I just want to check something. Good. Okay. So the ender chest is really simple to craft. You're going to need an eye of ender and some obsidian, and you surround the eye of ender with some obsidian and you get an ender chest, and it is as simple as that. Okay, goodbye, thanks everyone. Nah, I'm only kidding. We're going to have a bit longer episode than that. So the ender chest is basically a portable storage item. So you pop this down in your world, and I'm going to put mine by the bed, and you get this ender chest inventory. And the unique thing about this is if I put another ender chest down somewhere else, I will actually get the contents of this. So this is kind of like a universal inventory. Now this also works in the nether, it works in the end, and it works over long distances, which is what most people use it for. So we're going to craft at least another 2 ender chests, because I want to put one over at the wizard's tower and I want to bring one with me a good long distance to the mine shaft. So I should have put something in the ender chest and I would have showed you that it does work and I'm not just telling you a pack of lies. But let's head over to the wizard's tower. This is where the ender chest for this part of my world is going to be, my central hub as it was. So this effectively doubles your inventory space, which makes it really useful for transporting large amounts of cargo around from mine shafts or caving expeditions or so on. They are really handy for that. So let's go up here. Let's go inside. And where do I want to put this guy? I guess we don't have anything on this floor, so we could put it right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 2 things inside. Now I do have my bed with me. I need to make a stop off at the blacksmith from the last episode. To put in my iron boots in here. And now I want to eat, and I do believe I have another speed potion. So let's chug you, and let's head on over to the mine shaft. So I'm going to show you something, what happens when... Actually, I need a diamond pickaxe as well. I don't believe you can break ender chests with anything other than diamond. But I want to show you what happens nonetheless. So let's grab that. Let's head on out of here. We want to hightail it over to the mine shaft. So I will be right back, guys, when I'm at the mine shaft forward operating base. Okay guys, here we are back at the mine shaft base, and I've got my ender chest right here. And I did verify this on the wiki just to double check, and I'm glad I did, but you can actually break the ender chest with any pickaxe, including wood. So I was kind of wrong about the whole diamond pickaxe thing, but I just verified that for you. And let's pop this guy down, and as you can see, oh, there's my eyes of ender and obsidian that I put in there earlier. So yes, this is a cross inventory, I guess you could call it, of all the ender chests in your world. Now I want to kind of bring the useful stuff with me. So that's that, these, and I can just dump this stuff essentially into my ender chest as an extra inventory. So what else do we have? This is kind of junk in here, isn't it, really? There's nothing valuable in there. Cobble in here. I wondered where I'd left my compass. The instant health potions can stay behind. So let's put all of this stuff away. My obsidian and eyes of ender, I guess, can go in there too. I'm going to stack that up. I don't need any of this stuff. I will take the string. That. Leave the spider eyes behind. Broken iron pickaxe can go in there. So all of this stuff that I've kind of got left behind here mostly was junk. I knew I got most of it on the first run of this place. So let's do this, and this. And I think that's everything, so I'm going to pick you up. I think we've kind of just got... Well, I'll take them back anyway. We might need them for something. Anything in these? Coal. Okay, so that's everything basically. We don't need anything else here. So now I'm going to show you something magical about the ender chest. If I break it with a pickaxe, like so, you only get obsidian back. You do not get your Eye of Ender back. The only way you can get your Eye of Ender back is if you use a Silk Touch pickaxe. So unfortunately I don't have one, so I can't get that back. However, you may have noticed that unlike when breaking a regular chest, my inventory contents didn't spill all over the floor. Now that's because the ender chest kind of stores itself, the items inside store themselves in like this little code, I guess you could call it, like this little object in the game, over actually being in the chest. So that's just something to consider as regards that. So it will not spill itself out over the floor even if you only have one ender chest and you break the remaining one ender chest. It will still not spill your inventory. It's stored separately. That's the best way I can put it, really. Your inventory in the ender chest is stored separately. It's not stored like a regular chest. So it kind of just floats there if there's no ender chest. So always make sure that you have at least one that you can get access to in your world. So you don't end up leaving a stack of diamonds or something inside and then you realise you can't get access to it later. So obviously you can get your ender chest back with a Silk Touch pick rather than just the obsidian. So we will get one of those, and then if we want to break it we can do that. Now unfortunately I can't go around making ender chests all day. I don't have that many eyes of ender to throw out. So you'll have to take my word for it in this case that it does work in the nether and the end. And it also gives out a small amount of light. It gives out a light level of 7. Now, unfortunately, this is not high enough for monsters to not spawn. Monsters spawn at light level 7 or less, so it kind of makes that as a light source redundant. It just kind of gives out a faint glow if you have it in a room where the light level is less than 7. So that's always something to consider again, that it's not a light source despite the fact that it does give out a little bit of light. And honestly, in a nutshell, that is the ender chest. There's not a whole lot more to it, to be honest. So now what we'll be able to do is I'm going to be able to head back to the cottage, and I'm going to be able to open my ender chest by my bed and find that all of my stuff is in there that I just put in from the mineshaft. So it's an easy way of transporting large amounts of goods around, even trans-dimensional, if you need to have an extra backup inventory with you. But there are a few exceptions to the rule, so to speak, with how certain mobs interact with an ender chest. So if a creeper explodes, even directly on top of an ender chest, it will not explode. If a ghast shoots at the ender chest, it will not explode. It has a blast resistance of 3000, so it's a really high blast resistance. However, the ender dragon will destroy your ender chest, and not only will it destroy it, it won't drop any obsidian or the ender chest back either. So when we go to the end, I'll explain more about that and how this reacts with the ender dragon. But for right now, that is the ender chest. I can put all of my wood that I collected from the mineshaft a good few episodes ago now away, and my fences and whatever building blocks that I also have lying around. There we go, like so. Some more fences there that I can put away. My chests are getting kind of full, aren't they? The building blocks chest is basically full now, so we're going to have to be careful about the amount of building blocks we have. Let's put that away and put that there. And I'll continue to empty this off camera rather than bore you all with it now, because that is all there is to the ender chest. It's a trans-dimensional and inventory that you can use to transport goods long ways. Now in 1.6 this is kind of going to become a bit less effective, because you can find a horse, well actually technically a donkey or a mule, tame it, and then you'll be able to put a chest on it and carry items that way. However, the difficulty with horses is that you will not be able to send them properly to the nether or the end. It's not safe for them there, so they're kind of only useful in the overworld, while the ender chest is useful in all 3 dimensions. So I think the ender chest is still going to outweigh the usage of a donkey in terms of that aspect, but we'll get to that down the road when we have 1.6 with us. But there we go, that's ender chests. I hope that you found this tutorial useful. You know what an ender chest is and what it does now, and that you are happier for the experience. So I thank you for watching, guys. I hope to see you in the next episode. Next time we will be starting redstone. I'm going to go right back to the basics with that, and I'm going to show you how redstone works, and that's going to lead into almost a mini series, and we will not be using this world for that until we use some projects involving redstone. We will not be using this world. We will be using another world which I have set up specially to study redstone, so I'm not crafting tons of repeaters and so on, which will be a waste of my resources. I've just set up a creative world to show off the different redstone circuitries and so on. So it's going to be a brand new topic now. I hope that you've enjoyed this almost little mini series on the Enderman, the Stronghold and the Ender Chest, and I hope to see you next time. Redstone's going to be fun. Don't not tune in because you don't like redstone, just give it a try, and I hope that you will enjoy that. So yeah, that pretty much covers it. I hope that you found this very brief but tutorial useful, and I hope to see you in the next episode. So until then, see you later and have a good day.